Hello everyone, this is Jeff from Mid-Atlantic Craps and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be doing another one of Waylon's strategies. Now I know it's Waylon. He's pretty popular, but his strategies seem to be working. Some other YouTubers like him. We've seen a couple of people do the 4 to 10 outside with some twist, and we've also seen the way that I did the Waylon outside, or the Waylon way, the 4, 5, 9, 10. This is going to be a double parlay 160. Okay, so we're back in the YouTube studio, and we're going to move on over to the table here in just a few minutes, but this is the Waylon 160 double parlay, and what that means is we go 160 across. Really, it's 162 because you got to pay the $2 in the VIG for the 4 and the 10, and then we double parlay, and we're only parlaying the inside numbers. First parlay hits on the 6 to 8. The second one hits on the 5 and the 9. So let's go ahead and let's head on over to the table and let's take a look at what we have going on here with this Waylon's way. All right, so as I move over to the table, I have my table already set up. We have a $1,500 bankroll. That'll give us an opportunity to go through 10 shooters. We are not going to go through 10 shooters in this video, but obviously you have the 160. It's really 162 because you have the $2 in the VIG. I've already taken it out. And how we're going to parlay this is, if we hit the 4 or the 10, we're going to parlay the 6 and the 8 first. We're just going to be paid $50. We are going to take $10 out of our rack, which will expose us to a little bit more money, 170-ish, and 173 to be exact, because you got the $1 for the 10. And we're going to take this right up to the 60 to win 70 level. If we went on the 5 and the 9, we're going to get paid $35. We're going to throw $1 out, and we are going to take this up to $42. So that's how that will happen. And once we hit the double parlay, we're back down. We're also going to be using Waylon's dice set, although in some communications, once again, guys, I mean, you see me roll these out. I do this all the time. There's 4 6s. In the communication I had with Waylon, let me go ahead and turn on my cam down here. You can see my throwing station. Hopefully you'll still be able to see it with my new logo. That's my new logo in the corner there, by the way. He uses a 5-6-3-5 set, and although initially that set does work for me, he told me recently in a comment that he'll play this on a random shooter. You just got to be really disciplined, stick with it, and he says that he wins on a random roller. I've done this only when I've been shooting this dice set, and today I will be shooting this dice set. Let me just take a look, because this is one thing I didn't do after I put up my new logo in that corner. Let me just see if I can turn around and look see if I can see, make sure you guys can see me throw. Yeah, I think it'll be all right. I'll just make that smaller in the next video. Anyway, that's the new Mid-Atlantic logo. That's down there in the corner. Kind of probably hard to see, but you'll be seeing it coming up in some other things that we have going on. So we're going to be coming out on the come out roll. We're going to engage our roll tracker so we can keep track of the rolls, and then we'll be good to go. All right, so we're coming out. Everything is working. Just so you can see that, I'll go ahead and throw the on button out here on this first go round, and you'll see that everything is on. He's always working. A little dangerous to me, but hey, living on the edge. All right, 5, 6, 3, 5. The dice are out, and there's a hard 6. It's a hard 6. So we're going to make $35. We get paid to 35. There's a 35. So we'll go ahead and break this down like this. Okay. 35. 35. Come on, Jeff. 35. 36. I need my ones. Oh my gosh, Jeff. Whew. It's early in the morning. So go ahead and put my chips back in the rack. So we're coming out here with the $36, and we're just going to parlay this up because we hit the 6 the first win. So our first entry into our roll tracker is going to be the hard 6, and we move right back to the dice set that he uses specifically for this. And I don't know that it's his all the time go-to dice set, but it is a dice set that I've become very fond of throwing here in my studio, and also on the cruise ship table as well as the table at the Atlantis and the Bahamas. All right, 5635. We're at the 160 double parlay. We're on the first level. Guess it's really the second level because we parlayed once. Dice are out. Nice big roll there with a 6-2. Don't know if that's showing up on the studio on the camera. Oh yeah, it is just right on the pass line. Sorry about that. There's a 6 and a 2 for 628. $48 is what we're going to get paid, and we're going to parlay that across the 5 and the 8. So with 48 on the 68, we're going to get paid $56. And how we're going to do this is to kind of compensate on some of that money we throw back and forth. Let me pull this on button out. We won't need that anymore. Is we're just going to take the 5 and the 6 up. We'll rack the $6. Not sure that's how he does it, but I'm trying to keep it even for my simple mind to be able to remember exactly the math for the chips. So, all right, that was an 8. All right, so if we hit it again, we back down. So let's see what happens. 5-6 and a 3-5, and the dice are out. There's a 5-1-6, 5-1-6. All right, still have 48 on it. It's going to pay us 56, and you know what happens here? There's our 56. We just bump everything right back down to the 160 inside, and we just rack all this. So let's see what kind of luck we have rolling these dice. If this dice set stays up, we'll see what happens when we get hit. See how bad it takes us if we get hit on the 7 out back to back. I did forget to set the point at a 6, so that was an easy 6. All right, dice are out. There's a, oh, I thought it was ace deuce. It's aces. Aces in both places. It doesn't help us. You know, one of the things that I think I would do with a twist, and I don't know that Waylon would do this, is that when I got into playing this randomly against somebody, I really think that I would have a roll count before I would turn that off. But on myself, I would keep right on rolling these dice until I 7 out. All right, dice are out. Hopefully I didn't jinx myself. There's AC Doocy, back to back on the craps numbers, the horn numbers. I'm one of the people that really like the horn numbers. I really do. When I don't, it's not like when I see one, I bet one. But typically when I'm at the green level, I do like to either put, don't know if you can see this. Let me see. You can't see. Let me turn this off. I do like to put $4 down here in the horn, or I'll come up with a $5 high horn bet. You've heard me say it many times before. I come up with the 5 on the horn high yo, because that'll pay me 30 for 2 as well. And of course the aces and the horn highs are 30 to 1, and of course the AC Deuce is 15 for 1. We're not doing that. It's probably something I would do. I'd also, by the way, I would be up on the ATS as well with this strategy. If it was me, I take a first $100 of my bankroll and consider that 20 times at the ATS. All right, dice are out. We have our first 7 out. Okay, so let's take a look at that. Let's enter the 7 out, right on cue, right on the 6 roll. Makes sense to us, right? Not necessary for me for the dice set. So let's take a look at where we stand. I'm going to leave this 160 out because I'm going to buy it again. But after that first roll, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 75. You know, we're only down a few dollars, guys. And you took a shot at waiting for that extra long roll to come in order for this double parlay system to work. So think about that. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to roll a couple more shooters. We'll keep an eye on the time. I didn't practice this at all, so you know I could be way off on things. So I'm going to throw the 1, 60, 2. I'm going to throw the 162 out. That covers the dollar or the big on the buys, and we're going to do this again. So we'll take that 162 out of play. I'm going to assume that I'm going to be the dice roller again. And maybe if we get a third roller in here, I'll do it as a random roll, see what happens. All right. 5, 6, 3, 5. Dice are out. And there's an 8. It's a 5, 3, easy no field 8. All right, put the 8 in the tracker, and we're going to get paid $35. So on the $35, I think I'll do it this way this time. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And I got plenty of whites. Throw that out there for the 35. We're going to press the 6 and the 8 first. Cap them. Let's make sure that's right. 30, 40, 48. Taking it to the 48 level. I think I might have said 42, but it's 48 level. And we come right back out, and it's our shot. So dice are out with the 5, 6, 3, 5. And there's a 5, 1, 6. 5, 1, 6. Another, that takes us to the second level of the double parlay. It's an easy 6. So that is going to pay us $56. And in this case, I am going to pay myself in the green, because we're going to rack the 6. And we are going to press up the 5 and the 9. All right. Dice are out. They were out. I dropped them. All right. Aces! This seems familiar. Almost the identical rolls as before. I am really surprised I haven't thrown a yo out of these first 10 rolls, because I typically had a history of throwing the yo. Really, I did. Well, anyway. So, dice are out. 5, 6, 3, 5. And there's a hard 4. Hard 4. Which I think one of the ways, since this is a parlay system, is once you parlay one of these, you take $5, put them on all the parlays, and if they hit, parlay them. If they don't hit, you just leave them down. I don't know. There's so many ways that you could play this that it really doesn't matter. Okay, so the 4 is going to pay us 50. Oop, chip on the run. 50 for 1. Okay, that's our second parlay. Everything bounces back down. Now this is where, if we can get past this turn without running into the 7, we are definitely going to be in the profit. From a standpoint of how much money what little bit of money we lost in the first roll versus a second roll. So once again, instead of a strategy that builds so that you're hedging yourself, or if you're on the dark side, you're trying to get to your platform, if you're playing the hybrid system, you go right straight to your foundation, because the systems I play to get my foundation built within 1 to 3 rolls, and then I hope for the long roll. If I don't, typically I lose very little money, win a little money, but the idea is to keep the bankroll intact. And that's what a lot of players, craps players, lose. They put this money up there, they leave it there. Forgot to cap the 68. They leave it there, they get hit, they come right back. They get hit, they come right back. They win a little bit, they come right back. And before you know it, their bankroll's gone. And if you're going to play this game, whether it's for the short run or the long run, and what I mean by that is that this craps game should always be a short run game in the durations of when you play. That's a hit and get. Set your win level, set your loss level, and get out. Come back and do it all again. If you're one of those players that only play a couple times a year, I understand that you're going to have longer sessions. But if you're somebody that lives close to a casino that you can go in, pick up a couple $100 a day, hey, these kind of strategies work for you. All right. Dice are out, and I did not set that point. Should be on the 8, guys. I apologize. It is on the roll tracker. If you take a look at the top of the screen, you'll see that the 8 next to the come out 7, that's grayed out. That white 8 indicates the point. The top line there, as you see with the white, black, green, and red, those are the last rolls. The farthest to the right next to the roll where it says 10, the left side of that says 4 hard. That's the last roll that we rolled. All right. The KPI tracker, courtesy of the Dice Mechanic, George, over there at CY, as well as our good buddy programmer, Troy, at Point 7 Out. Check out both their channels. George has got a new channel out. It's called the Dice Mechanic. Go check it out, guys. I enjoy thoroughly watching him, and he's helped me immensely. Dice are out. There's the Yo 11. Doesn't pay us anything, but I'm happy I got it because I usually get quite a few of those. All right. Now remember, we've gone back down to the base level of the 160. We need to parlay and at least win one more time to be positive, a good positive, on with the shooters ourselves this time. All right, so, and the dice are out. And there's a 6, so we're going to go back into the parlay mode. 4, 2, 6, easy 6. So with that, we're going to win $35. I'm not going to pay myself in reds because I have enough, but you know what we're going to do. We're going to take 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And we're going to cap this off at 48. That's our first parlay. And you know, the parlay changes depending upon what number you hit. You know, we've hit the 6 and the 8s like every time here, but if we hit the 5 or the 9 on the first parlay, you know, it's going to be $35. We're just going to throw $1 out. And this time, in this case, you know, we're doing basically the same thing. But the 4 and the 10 really helps us because we have to, not helps us, but we're paying 50 for one. We're just going right straight to the $24 level. Which would take us up, you know, even higher. We'd be at 54 on the 6 and the 8. All right, still our shot. I did enter the 6, and the dice are out. It's a bad roll. But we got another 6, 5, 1, 6. Hey guys, I don't, you know, promote the fact that this that this strategy is very aggressive. I like to be aggressive, especially when I'm up. It may be too aggressive for some people. It may be too aggressive for some dark side players. But it is a very aggressive play. And if you get some good rolls, you can see you can make some good money in just a short time period. Okay, so the 48 is going to pay us 56. Grab the 56. That's our first parlay. We're going to do the same thing we did before. If we roll aces on this next roll, that's going to be amazing because we did that all 3 times. We're going to rack the 6. We're going to take the 5 and the 9 to 50. All right. Dice are out. So what I was saying was that this is a very aggressive style. It might not be for everybody. It does take a larger bankroll, but I could probably see doing this at a smaller level at a $5 table probably wouldn't be as advantageous because you're not gonna get to the win ratio you want to get to. $15 table, yeah, you break the wins down. $5 and $10 table, probably not. And why I say that is on the cruise, I was at a $5 table and I was doing $5 pass lines, and I just felt like putting more money out there because it seemed cheap, and I really would like to have it at a $10 or $15 limit. So once I moved up on day 2 to the $10 or $15 pass or don't pass at a minimum, I seem to play a little better. Anyway, dice are out. Well, we didn't get the aces, but we did get the yo. Doesn't pay us anything. Seems to me we should be on the yo. Maybe that's a twist for a future video. All right. We need to hit this parlay. 5, 6, 3, 5. Dice are out. And there's a 6, 2, 8. We hit the parlay. 6, 2, 8. Let me real quick throw that into the roll tracker, the 8. And we have a 48 on the 8, which is going to pay us 56. So we're going to get paid 56. And we bounce back down. All right. Now, I think since we're ahead on ourselves, I am going to shoot. Let me take a look at the time when I get done racking these chips up. I am going to, we have enough time in the video. I am going to shoot one random roller just to see what takes place at the end. So we are approaching the 20-minute mark, so I think we're okay on time. All right. So we're back down to the base 160 level. Still using our same dice set. 6, 5, 3, 8. And that was the point hit. keep forgetting to move this because I'm watching it. I'm watching it on the KPI roll tracker. All right. 5, 6, 3, 5. This is a come out, and we're working. We're on. Dice are out. And there's a 6, 2, 8. 6, 2, 8. That's going to pay us 35. We've got plenty of red, so we'll just pay ourselves in the green and the red. So that's going to be 8. Point's going to be 8. Enter that roll tracker, come right back-to-back 8s. So we got paid 35, and we're just going to do the same thing we've been doing. You know, I think if I hit this a couple times in a row, I may even just go right ahead and take this right straight to the 60 level. But it's a double parlay. Don't know that I'm doing it the way that Waylon would. I'm sure he'll let me know. For those of you that, I know most of you probably are subscribers of John over at Pro Craps. He did several ways with this and did a real good analysis this past week on the 4 and the 10, several different ways to play it. And I really like that video. Waylon was in the chat group there, and John goes live. I would like to go live. I'm just actually just rolling this out here now. So the production that John does is outstanding. All right, 6, 5, 3, 5. And the dice are out. And there's a 5, 1, 6. 5, 1, 6. So we hit the double parlay again. So $56. I really think once you get a hit on this, you take that right straight to 60. We're going to up the 5 and the 9. You know, you got $6 left times 2. You know, I'm going to leave it like that, but you know, you could, if you hit that back-to-back like that, you could catch the hard ways or take these right straight to 60, especially since I'm hitting the damn inside numbers with this set today. And although I don't typically do that, I did that in the video I rolled out on Wednesday with this set for some reason. So, you know, my release, my mechanics of my dice throwing is certainly off today, but so far we are avoiding the number, probably just jinxed myself, we're avoiding the number with this dice set that we're trying to. Dice are out. 6, 2, 8. 6, 2, 8. Almost was another hard 4. All right, so we hit the point again. It's going to pay us 56. And we bounce back down. 56. Come back down to the $30 level. It's going to be interesting to see this random roller. I don't hope that I 7 out anytime here soon. You know what? I'm going to keep this 18 set up, so I don't have to keep always doing that. I don't want to jinx myself to hit the 7 out, but I want to see, well, if I roll them random, what's going to happen. Because right now, if I was playing this, when I 7 out, my win ratio is there. Not on the $1,500 buy-in, but what I would be happy in doing, I would be out the door. That is for sure. All right. 5, 6, 3, 5. Hey, what are we going on? It's our 17th roll with this dice set. Guys, I've done this many times. Do I always get this long roll? No, but I can tell you, when I was on vacation, this set was typically my go-to set. I also use a 3V set, both the 3-5, 3-1, 3-2, 3-1, and I have a tendency to use the 3-5-5-3 or the 5-3-3-5, depending most of the time, or most of the time my go-to sets, and the hardway sets. I did have luck sitting at the end using the all-7 set, throwing against the backside while I was on vacation. But I like stick left 1 and 2, as you know. Dice are out. Oh, 3, 2, 5. Hit the back wall, Jeff. Hit the back wall. I can hear the box man saying that now. 3, 2, 5. Finally got hit on a different number. And our point's going to change too. I forgot to take the button down. So we'll just slide that over. All right, that's 35. $35 is the winner. So we would hence take $1 out and tell the dealer, because we're always parlaying the 6 and the 8 first. So that was the 18. I thought you would tell that you would hand the dealer $1 and say, press my 6 and the 8 full. All right. So here we go. 5, 6, 3, 5. 5, 6, 3, 5. 5, 6, 3, 5. All right. I just want to make sure that that I'm right on my programming, guys. You know I'm a one-man show, do it all here. I haven't mentioned that, but you notice that little VU meter down in the bottom? That's a VU meter, a little bells and whistles I added. That's so that you can see that, in case there's sometimes when I'm not talking or there's some switching or something, if that's not moving like it is now and looks like this, that means that I was talking or there's something went wrong with the audio. It helps me because my wireless mic that I'm wearing can go out, and then I have to switch over to a mic that sounds like this. And when I switch over to this mic, and let's say that mic died, it sounds like this, and it's not as good audio. Hopefully, we're back over on my sound. So that's just another neat toy I added. All right, 5, 6, 3, 5. Dice are out. Oh, bad roll, bad roll. Well, we got an AC-doocy. Don't get paid on it, but it's not the dreaded, you know what, out. AC-doocy. Okay. All right, 5, 6, 3, 5. I'm going to speed this up here, see if we can get moving a little faster because I want to get that random roller in this video. Dice are out. There's a 9! 9! No field 9, 5, 4. 5, 4, 9. All right, so that's going to pay us 35. And in this case, we would be pressing that up to $40 more to make that 40. But I think I'm going to do what I said I was going to do. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. We probably could take that right straight up to the $50 level and spend the extra money, but it is a double parlay, and every little bit that you give away when that dreaded number comes out, that will definitely hurt the case. So this roll's gone kind of backwards, between the rolls. The first two rolls kind of mimic each other. If we hit the 5 or the 9 on the double parlay this time, we're actually going to make 63. We're going to make 56 on the 5 and 9. We're going to make 50 on the 4 and 10. All right. Did I put the 9 in? I certainly did. Certainly did, Ollie. For you older people, you'll know what that means. For you younger guys, go watch some Three Stooges. Woo, 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 woo. 5, 6, 3, 5. Woo, man, we came close, That die rolled, that 5 die, there's your 9 back to back, 4, 5, 9. That came really close to being the dreaded 7 out. Okay, so we're going to pay 63. We're going to pay $63 on this one. And we're bouncing back down. Now, with this long roll going, once again, I've done another long roll. I'm going to keep rolling. I hate for my videos to go to the extent of where they're going. I'm running out of room for my green, just going to stack them down there. But I do want to see where we end up with this roll. There's my 18 for if we hit that. So now we're back down to the base level. We were back down to the 160 inside, 160 across, and our point is still the 5. 5, 6, 3, 5. Dice are out. 6, 2, 8. 6, 2, 8. It's going to pay us 35. You know what we're going to do, guys? It's very simple. It's a very simple system. Here's 38. I'm going to take the 18, so we would throw the dealer $1, stack on top of that. And now we're on to the level, heading towards level. That's level 2, I guess you could call it, for the 6, 2, 8. All right. Staying with the dice set. 5, 6, 3, 5. All right. And dice are out. There it is. There it is. The 4 and the 3, 7 out. And actually, I hope that was a 4 and a 3. We're going to treat it as it is because I might have rolled the dice. I'm pretty sure that was a 4 and a 3. That was a 7 out. So that was a 24 roller with the 7 out. So what was going to happen here, guys, is obviously this would come down. If you look at our rack over here, before we move on, let's go ahead and count it up. So I'm going to take this base back down to 160. I'll pay for that in just a second on the random roller. But you can see here, I'm going to color up these green into black so that I have some room. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, there's 400. I'm going to color up a red. Yep. So there's 500. I'm going to go ahead and get take this out of play, make some room in my rack. Not that I expect it to continue, but it will help me count up the difference. And I'm just going to throw 4 black in there. I get jinxed with the purple chip, so we'll just throw the 5 black. But you can see where we started at 1,500. There's the 5 black. We're well over that. 15, 13, 18. We're almost at $1,900. You're damn right I would have walked with that out of the casino. Now the dice are going to pass. We're going to come on to a random roller. We got to buy this for 160. So, and it's actually 162 because we got to get the buy. So this 162 is equaling that up there. Don't holler at me saying that, hey Jeff, you didn't win that much because you didn't take it out. All right, so this is going to be a random roller. We're even going to change the dice set. Let's come out here with some red dice, random roller. And we're off to what will be the next shooter. The next shooter. Did I not enter the 7? Oh, that was the first shooter. Shoot, I thought we were on shooter. It was going to be our 3rd shooter. You're right, we had that long roll. 24. All right. Dice are out, as you can see. I'm just throwing the dice down here, just going to chunk them. Hey, and also, by the way, we're on. Dice are out. There's aces. Aces. Playing this on the dark side. Even for a quarter down there, I would have got paid because I have a twist to this that I've had in my mind that I haven't talked to Waylon about yet. All right, so we had to come out aces. You know what? I did not have a line bet either time, so let me make that mention before I get mentioned in the comments. So let's just hypothetically say this was a $10 table. I would have had a $10 pass line there, and I would have lost the last pass line, so that's 10 we would have lost on that pass line. Wouldn't have put any odds. We would have 10 on that deuce, which would be a pass line loss. Wait, right, now we'd come back out on a pass line again. So I'm taking $20 off the table for the 2 shooters and the come out craps number. All right, random roller. Dice are out. There's a yo 11. Well, we get it right back. Yo 11. That was an 11. It rolled. I'm not sure what I'm doing with my stick today, but that rolled. So we had a come out 2. Oops. Come on, roll tracker. We had a come out 2 and a yo 11. All right, so we're going to get that $10 right back. All right. So, random shooter. There's a 4-3-7. Now, this is where it would hurt you, on a random shooter. So, remember where we were in our stack, because I said I would have left, but I'm going to take the 160 out of here, and I am going to do one more random shooter, not to show you that you can't play this on a random shooter, because Waylon says he does, but initially we didn't do that in my examples of what I did. So it's going to cost me another 162, which is going to be hard to make up, I think, but 162. So that would be $300 out of that bankroll that actually we would have got paid. Oops, I took that out of my money. We would have got paid on the come out 7 down there. So remember, I would have stopped and walked, but I am trying to get this one random shooter in here. All right, dice are out. There's a 415. And remember, we're working. Everything's on, so we're going to get paid on that. So point's going to be a 5. We're going to make $35. And we're going to 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. There's the other 5. Put that over there. Hand the dealer $1. And tell him we want to take that up to 48. Which I have a feeling Waylon's going to tell me he's supposed to take it to 60. But in any event, that's not what I'm doing in this video. All right, random shooter. We're at parlay level number 1. Dice are out. So 5, 4, 9. 9's going to pay us 35. So with the 35 on the 9, no field 9. 35. All right, so we're going to have to go to the $40 level. We throw the dealer a nickel. All right. And now we're at the part where double parlayed. We'll bounce back down after this win. Dice are out. All right, there's a 3. Oh, thought it was a 3-2. It's a hard 6. Hard 6. It's a hard 6. It's going to pay us 56. And since we're at the double level, we're going to bounce back down. I'm going to leave my 18 set up here, just in case we get there the next time. So we're back down to the 160. If you think about how much we won there, not quite the 160 that we lost with the come out, but as he explains, it doesn't take long at this level on a roller. So once again, this is the random roller. Dice are out. There's a 6-4-10. 6-4-10 will set us back into parlay mode number 1. That'll be 50 for 1. 50 for 1. And I said that if we hit the 4 and the 10, we would immediately take that 50, throw the dealer 10, and we would make this one 60 at that moment. And that's what I said earlier in the video. We didn't get to do it when I was rolling, but we never hit a 4 or 10. We hit a hard 4 one time, but not in that position. So 6-4-10. All right. Dice are out. There's a 9. 6-3-9. All right. 6-3-9 is going to pay us 35. We're going to do the same thing we did before. We're going to throw the dealer a nickel and tell them to take us up to the, add $20 to the 4 and the 9. And I can, well, we'll leave that there. I had my 18 out, that's what I was talking about there. Sorry, guys. Talking to myself out loud, and I even answered myself. Don't think that's good to do. Dice are out. 4-5-9. 4-5-9. We're at the double parlay level. We do have 45. 45 on the 9. The 45 is going to pay us 63. We bounce back down, and guys, I think you would see that at this particular moment, the 160 we lost, we are real close to have recovering that, and this is on a random roller. Back down to the, this seems like the boring part, back down to the beginning 160 level. Once again, these chips right here are my 18 in case I hit the 6 or 8. So the point is still a 9. We're on the random roller. We parlayed, let's see. Yeah, we've done the parlay twice. I think we've recovered the come out 7. Dice are out. There's a 3. AC Deucey's not going to help us. Points out, so we're not going to lose the line bet. AC Deucey, 3 craps. Dice are out. There's a 6. 5-1-6. 5-1-6. It's going to pay us 35. Yep, we're going to do that. We get paid to 35. We throw the dealer $1, and he would put us up 18 more on each one of these. That's our first parlay level. Still a random shooter. Dice are out. There's the 6-1-7. Okay, so it's going to be the end of the video of the rolling. We're going to talk just a little bit, so hang in there for just a few minutes if you would to see where we stay with this. That's the random roller. Random roller had an 11 roller. That wasn't bad. So I'm going to go ahead and clear the whole table because that's going to be the end of the rolling in this video. So throw the dice over there, turn the point off. We lose the 10 on the line. Now, remember, we got hit, and we did lose, you know, the 160 plus the 36 more. But remember, we started with 1,500. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There is 15. All right, you want me to count it out? There's 15. 1, 2, 225. There's 3 greens. Grab 3 greens. Make that a hole. Oops, got a buy button in it. Thought that felt weird. All right, so I know I don't have. All right, so initial buy-in 15. 1, 2, 3, 343. We were up 4 and some change before we went to the random roller. And if we go ahead and you know, think about what we did here with this whole this whole philosophy of what we did. You take a look at the numbers. That long roll with that dice set was really something that you have to consider, because you were in control of that roll, and you had control of the roll. And you know, I don't specifically not believe that Waylon's not right about, you know, playing it on somebody else. Let me get rid of that. But if you take a look at the numbers and the expectations on my dice roll, and you take a look, we never hit a 12. Never did we hit boxcars. And if you take a look at the two different rolls, you'll see that shooter 1 went 23 rolls, shooter 2 went 10 rolls, so a total of 33, which had the 2 come out, so it's 35 rolls. Our SOR was way up there at 17.5. You would expect to win. That SOR is up there because we rolled the 5-6-3-5 set. I'm not a dice controller influencer. I'm just a rhythm roller. I just find that set works for me. On my table here, I still have to experiment with it on some other various tables, but it worked on the cruise ship, and it worked at the Atlantis. But the next roller came along, and although we lost 160, and we lost 196 at the end, we still came ahead on the game for the session, just with 2 shooters, you know, to be up, you know, roughly $350. I would take that win anytime at all. The double box numbers in there with the graphs, guys, I apologize for that. They're duplicates, but it's just the one to the left of the black and blue box. It just talks about the box numbers, then how much we pounded the insides. I mean, look at that. We pounded the inside. The 4 and 10s were few and far between. We had a 110 and 1-4 the entire time, and then the rest of them give you the horn numbers as well. And, you know, we don't have to worry about that. But in any event, that graph that you see right there in the beginning, and I'm going to make this just a tad bit larger for you so that you can see this. If we go over and take a look at the graph, what we would expect in the number of rolls that we had. If you take the 5s through the 9s and look at those numbers, and if you look at the 7 in the middle, yeah, we did. We had 2 7 outs, 2 come out 7s. But that is what you want to see with this strategy using the dice set. So, guys, you know, with that said, I think that this 160 is just another strategy that you can put into your toolbox to be able to use for a table that seems to be running, you know, sort of maybe, you know, like on the hot side. And yeah, I'm going to throw it in my toolbox. That is for sure. So, you know, with that said, I do want to add one more thing to this video, and I'm trying to switch back over. My lighting seems to be messing up here on me, but let me go ahead and come back over here. I do want to say one more thing. I want to thank everybody that has pushed that red subscribe button. In just a little over 10 days, double the subscriptions, the subscribers, and I really appreciate that. Doesn't hurt to do anything. Coming up, I'm going to have some announcements after the Halloween, Thanksgiving era, so you definitely want to be a subscriber. If you will, ring that bell when you do it. You'll get notifications. I would really appreciate that. Guys, until next time, this is Jeff from Mid-Atlantic Craps. Till next time, hey, be safe, play smart.